Hello there, world of tankers, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Burning Peak, and in today's video, we are going to be taking a look at the top 3 performing vehicles in Tier 10. We're going to be looking at tech trees, and the major reason why is because if we were to do the top 3 performing, it would be clan reward vehicles that obviously skilled players are going to use and abuse, and because the average player doesn't have them, the stats are going to be heavily skewed. So we are going to be focusing on vehicles that the average player does not have to worry about playing Onslaught or Clan Wars to get their hands on, just available on the tech tree. And that brings us to the number 3 position, which we can see right here, the WZ-113 GFT. This tank is quite the powerhouse, and it's for many reasons. First of all, if we take a brief look at its stats, we can get a good example why. It's accurate with 0.31 dispersion, and it's got a quick aiming time. The vehicle has 3,400 DPM and 750 damage per shot, with just shy of 300 mils of pen, because it's a tank destroyer. So it's got really good pen, solid DPM, and that's not the only part. It's got a crap ton of armor and hit points. 2,500 HP with me running improved hardening. Not only does it have that much HP, but its base hull armor is about 230 mils thick. And as we can see, that's quite a steep angle. So it's around 340 millimeters thick if you're using a little bit of gun depression against heat ammunition. That is really impressive. And it means in general that you are going to struggle to cut through this tank in a lot of tier 10s, especially lower tier. So it's got armor, it's got pretty good protection. How about mobility? Well, the tank can reach a top speed of 40 kilometers per hour. It reverses at 18, and that's without running a turbo, just due to field modifications. So it really doesn't have many downsides, apart from the fact it has poor gun depression at 6 degrees and no turret. But if you can really deal with those weaknesses, this is an absolute powerhouse. I mean, the Object 277 in front of me has 2,200 health, and its gun is multiple times worse than this one. This thing is a legit beast on the front line, but we're going to see if we're able to use the beast properly, or if it's not going to work well at all. This is the first time I'm ever playing this tank. I mean, it's a pretty simple playstyle. You hide the lower plate and you bonk people. But it is still the first time I'm using the vehicle, so we'll have to see how it actually ends up working out for me. We are going to get pushed by our E100 almost into a rock there. That would have absolutely sucked. Thankfully, he was a good teammate. Gave us a little bit of room. Alright, so the EBR is already up top the hill. Our TVP's dead, so that's a bad start. Let's be completely real. I'm obviously going to try and get up this hill as fast as I can. Oh, is the IS-7 going for it? He is. Oh, please don't block me, teammates. There you go. 754 damage shell into that player, and I don't think he enjoyed our company all too much. Now, I would love to support this Kara. Oh, we got artillery firing at us. How fun. Alright, well, let's aim it on the E3. Bonk, there you go. Nice little juicer for 729. And just like that, we've done pretty good. I'm going to chill here, though, as quickly as I can, at least, because obviously I don't want to be bonked. So we're going to chill here. We're going to see if I can maybe slam a shell into the Super Conch. E3 actually shot, and we're going to aim it on the 113. Aiming. Chonk, oof. Another nice little juicer, 667 damage. That already puts us over 2,000. I mean, again, the damage output of this vehicle is really, really nasty, and you do not want to mess with this tank when it is played properly. Now, we get a bounce from the Panzerkampfwagen 7. Not really that big of a deal. A bounce is a bounce at the end of the day. Don't want to be hit by artillery. Really, it still does 81. That's so freaking cringe. Artie is still the most cringe of all classes in the game. We have the enemy Super Conqueror over here, which isn't that big of a threat. We have the grill in the back, and the grill is a bit of a threat. I'm just going to aim it on the E3. 817. He shoots me back, but I'm not really sure why he would take that trade, because he died. So that really wasn't worth it for him, was it? Not in any world, if you ask me. Well, we have the grill in the back, and we're going to aim it on that grill. There you go. 796. We do get stunned by the artillery, but we've already dealt 4,000 damage. That's crazy, the amount of damage we've been able to deal in this game in such a short amount of time. I mean, we're constantly being stunned. Look at this. Like, every 2 seconds, we have some sort of artillery shell fired at our tank, which does ultimately suck. We're going to Try and get a heat shell. Beautiful. 740 damage shot into the E100. That's all really good. I mean, we are ripping out damage here quickly. 4,500 dealt now at this point, which is really, really good. We're going to aim it on the E100, and there you go. Another shot, 827. That E100 is already nuked. We are at 5,300 damage now. You're going to aim it on the Super Conch, possibly. I mean, we have basically single-handedly dismantled the entire hill here, and it's a little crazy what I've been able to get away with in this game. So we obviously know that the grill is in the back, and with our BZ clearing that player, that's obviously quite nice. The grill was spotted last right around this area. The question is the grill still there? Well, the leopard's detected. We can see the rest of the enemy team over here, and honestly, I don't really see any world where I'm going to have to worry about being shot by tanks off to my side, or should I say to my front. So we're just going to move over here. We're going to get to the side of the leopard, and I would HE him, but honestly, doesn't matter. That's still 835 off of his tank, and we reload. There you go. He's dead. We got 6 seconds left, and we'll be able to get another nice little juicer out, most likely. So let's reload. And 3, 2, 1. There you go. 689. That's 7,000 damage dealt. As I said, you don't need to play many battles in this tank to understand its power in the battlefield. So we're going to move up a bit. We've spotted the enemy artillery, and we get a little bit of assistance there. And he's dead. Oh, we got the enemy boss Chatillon. There you go. We're going to get some assistance to him as well. I'm just going to roll around the corner here, and we're going to see if I can get a nice little juicer into this Patton. I don't really care if the grill shoots me at all. Come on, Patton. What are you going to do? What are you going to do, you goofball? Well, you are going to... let's just aim it on this hatch. There you go. 735. Pretty good stuff if you ask me. I mean, at this point, I really could care less even if I die. 7,500 damage. That is insane. 7,500 damage in literally a 5-minute game. And, I mean, I didn't even care at this point. I was just trying to get out as much as I could. So, that was a pretty solid game. It might have been a little smarter if I'd gone for the grill. I might have been able to get him and the Patton, but I would have thought that my team would have done something to the grill while I was shooting at the Patton, but again, it doesn't really matter. So let's take a look at the post-game results. I mean, 7,586 paired with 1,200 assisted means we did almost 9,000 combined, which is an absolutely just preposterous amount of damage. I did not think we were going to get away with war crimes in that game. We did not ace the tank, but it's a good example to show just how easily abused this thing is. I mean, what a crazy game. So there you go. That's the WZ-113 GFT. And that is why it is the top performing tank destroyer right up there next to the Houri. Its armor is good, its hit points are crazy, and its gun is accurate with the level of DPM and pen it has. It's just crazy. So, yeah, that's the WZ for you. That brings us to the CS63. This is a Tier 10 Polish medium. And it's a vehicle that does surprisingly well. Now, I do find it rather impressive that this is one of the top performing tanks in the entire game, because it's actually a rather skill-dependent vehicle. I mean, yes, it has crazy mobility, but in terms of its actual gun and damage per minute output, it's pretty average. And I think it's a great example of why DPM is not the most important value in the game. It's mobility, being able to take advantage of your opponents, and that's exactly what this tank can do. It features a turbo mode similar to that of the Char MLE-75, which is a tank I'm very familiar with. So you can go upwards of 70 kilometers per hour with my loadout. Now, my loadout's kind of interesting. You know, I was looking at Skill's video, because I hadn't played this tank until just now. I was looking at Skill's video to see what he had loaded out on the tank. He had the basic V-stabs, rammer, and vents. And I personally don't think vents is that important. And because of that, I decided why not put on hardening. Because if you think about it, hardening gives you an extra 220 health, which means that it's going to take the enemy, as Chems put it, 10% longer to take you out when you're running hardening. So why not run it on this tank? I mean, that's literally an extra medium tank shot that I'm able to survive. So I don't know, we'll try it out. I mean, if it doesn't work, oh well, but you can't knock it until you try it. So we are going to make our way, obviously, to the medium flank. What I might do early game is try and get a quick shot off But I don't know. It's always a little sussler to do that, especially in this tank because you don't have that much armor. It can be a little bit tricky. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to use that 70-ish kilometers per hour. And we're going to move right into this bush right over here. And then we're going to disable our turbo mode like so. And there you go. Okay. Let's see. Oh, and we are spotted. Well, that sucks. And we bounced. Okay. Well, classic example of what happens when you get spotted through the bush. This tank doesn't have great camo values, but you would think they would be good enough that you wouldn't be spotted right through there. I didn't see if that LT-432 was the reason I got spotted, but it's very possible. Sorry, Stritzvon, did not mean to drive into you there. We got the standard B all the way in the back, and what I'm going to try and do is drive right over, and nope, not able to hit the standard from that angle there. That LT is trying some nasty maneuvers, and oh, that's not an LT, it's an EBR. Bro's just skipping all over to Grandma's house. Now the good news is we're still somewhat healthy, so it's not too big of a deal even if we lose a teeny bit of HP. We're going to chill up here, and we'll see. We got a Type 57 on the side, not able to do anything to him. We got the CS in front. We have the E50 over here. Okay. We have the EBR. Problem right now is I just can't really do anything, but we do get a nice shot into the EBR, so that's good. That's a nice little chunker off of his HP. Let's see if he tries it again. Yeah, that's what I thought. You don't want to poke me again? That's a little unfortunate. Problem with EBRs in general is it's just very hard to do anything when obviously an EBR is in the vicinity. With that E50M over here as well, that could be a serious stinker of a problem. Let's see, is the E50? No. Oh, and he just goes right through us with heat. Well, that's annoying. Yeah, that's a bit of a downside, I can tell you that for a factoroni. But we get another nice shot into the EBR. So, we're getting out bleeds, and that's good. But we are also getting bled, which is not good. We're going to push maybe over towards the LTTB. I don't know. I'm definitely not falling in love with the situation that's unfolding here. Let's knock down that tree. And we are spotted, so not surprising, but it's at least good that we knocked down the tree. Alright, we're just going to back up. Let's see. The Foch is pushing up on the flank. There you go. Nice shot into the Foch, 377. And he's getting absolutely bled out. Okay. We're up to 1,500 so far. E50M still over here. That E50M is a serious problem. I don't really have the armor to fight the E50M. And because of that, I don't really want to put myself in a position where I do fight him. I think it'd be a lot smarter if I move up here. Let's see if I'm spotted for this. No? Oh, we are detected by the CS, but we're not able to hit him. We have the Boss Chatillon as well over here. I'm going to leave, is what I'm going to do. I'm going to head wide. I'm going to try and get more. Ooh, yeah, that's what I thought, you little stinker. And you bounced me. We were just able to get around that corner. Oh, and we're getting shot at from mid. That's not good. That's not good at all. What are you doing, Stritzvon? What are you doing? What am I looking at here? What we're going to do is we're going to push all the way over here. And that's because we can obviously aim it on the E50M, and we can basically force him back out of the position he's in, which is obviously quite good. Well, we tried to hit him in the turret. We do, we just don't pen. But just pushing that E50M back is obviously giving our team a huge advantage that we desperately need. That Foch tries YOLOing. Obviously, that was an awful play from the Foch. We are now back in the turbo mode, and we're going to move up. Alright, let's keep our premium rounds loaded. We're going to see if we can dig up wide on this E50M and maybe get some good shots out. We are spotted. From what? I have absolutely no clue. But we're going to wait here. The ELC is... Ah, that's what spotted me, the CS. Okay. I'm just going to push up like this. We'll see if I can get some damage into the CS. There you go. Easy clear. E50M is still a little rat. He is definitely a little rat. Well, let's get a nice clear into the enemy Boss Chatillon. We're doing okay. I mean, we're up to 2,500 damage. We've done a pretty good job. We haven't bled too much health, and I can tell you for a fact that extra 200 HP has been quite nice. Alright, so, again, we know that the E50M is chilling right there. Man, that just wholly annoying, bruh. That light tank just spotting us through this bush every time. That's actually really rat. Again, the good news is that we have enough health to at least take a shot, but that light tank, bruh, this Hawk, I know exactly where he's sitting as well. He is right around this corner. Yeah, there he is. That Hawk is incredibly irritating. Well, I'm going to move up this way. We're going to see if we can get a shell into his tank. Let's see. Ah, if we'd been able to hit that, that could have been huge. But I also can't afford to put myself in a position where that E50M has the shot on me. So I got to be really, really cautious. Alright, nice. We got a little bit of assistance into the Hawk. That's pretty good. We're going to move into this bush over here. And we'll see what we can do. Okay, let's chill here for now. Let's actually knock down this tree as well, because that should help us. Alright, so we can see the E50M, obviously on the flank. We have the Scorpion in the back, and as much as I want to be able to hit the Scorpion... There you go. Bit of a low roll, but at least we still hit him. That's pretty good, right? We have the Hawk in the back. And I'm just going to sit still, because that's going to give me the best camo values. Let's go back to AP ammunition. I don't think we need to load premium right now. Our team should hopefully be able to get some good bleeds out into the standard. And I'm just going to wait here. What I'm really hoping is that we can just patiently take advantage of our opponents. Because I don't really have the health to survive a shot from the E50. And from this angular, we also don't have the ability to cut through him. Too bad I didn't have gold still loaded, because we probably could have killed him. Oh, wait, is he showing his turret again? Looks like he almost was. I mean, he's right there. But we're just not able to see him from this current angle. Alright, well, let's move up a bit, maybe, and we'll see if we can get anything out. No, we can see he's just behind the cover there. The Hawk is running, and let's see, can we even see the Hawk? Not yet. No. Alright, well, I mean, we're doing pretty good. Stritzvon clears that player, and just like that, we are definitely in a winning situation here, but not by a lot. Still got to be incredibly careful. We don't want to get spotted by the enemy team. Nice, E50 gets shot. The E4 was last spotted over there. So I'm going to push to where the Leopard is. We'll see if we can get a shell into the type. Let's see. And, oh, okay. I got blind fired? Really? I got blind fired. What the frick? How do you blind fire that? What? What? We were not spotted. I've never... Okay, that Type 57 is clearly the best player I've ever seen. I'm actually speechless. Never seen that in my life. And he blind fires the Leopard. What the heck am I looking at? How is that possible? I'm actually, like, baffled on how he's hitting these blind shots. What? I'm so confused, bruh. I mean, they have a Scorpion in their spawn, and they have a lot of death. I'm going to leave APCR just because we have better shell velocity, 1400. And there's the Scorpion. Alright, well, let's get a nice shot into his tank. Nice 414. We are spotted, so I'm going to back on up. We're at 3,500 damage, so it's not like we're doing bad at all. Just, I'm absolutely baffled on how we have been... Oh, is he going to... No. Okay, he's dead. E4's over there. We only have 120 health, and with that Hawk still alive, could be a problem. There's the Hawk. Come on, what are you going to do, you goober? What are you going to do? Well, I saw him for a moment. Oh, he's just right behind the ridge. No. Didn't think we'd be able to hit him. Alright, well, let's activate our turbo, and let's see if we can get this T10's E4 shot at all. I highly doubt it, but you never know, right? Let's see. I wonder if we can jump on the E4. I wonder if that would be possible at all. Because our team's going to bonk him quite quickly here. I swear, if that Hawk kills me, I'm going to be so salty, bruh. Oh, never mind. Dude's about to get nuked anyway. Alright, well, we did fine this game, to be honest. 3,500 damage is more than enough in the current result we have here. And that's pretty good. I mean, I really can't get mad. But you can definitely see where the CS63 does feel a little bit awkward. It's just the armor's not great, and you have to be very careful when you're playing this tank. Thankfully, we did play smart. We took advantage of our opponents. And, by the way, that extra 220 health is actually what's keeping us alive right now, so pretty good stuff. Let's make our way through. I have a feeling we are going to be outspotted by this Hawk and possibly die, but I just want to see if I can get out a little bit more damage, so... Alright, we are spotted. Get ready for the death. If he bounces me, though... Haha! Okay, now you're gonna run, buddy boy. Now you are going to run. Oh, yeah. Alright, let's see. I'm just gonna go for it. Why not? No! We didn't get the shot off. Oh, well. It doesn't really matter, though. I tried my best, but we are going to win as it is. Well, the CS63 itself felt pretty solid. The mobility, the flexibility, and everything about the tank is quite nice. The only thing that I really struggled with that game was the fact that I kept getting spotted every time I would try to make my way into the bushes. I guess the 29% moving camo just wasn't enough for us to be able to not be spotted by those lights, which is rather surprising. I mean, I guess I could run a camo directive in the future like natural cover, which gives you an additional 10%, but oh well. It's not that big of a deal. We still did a pretty solid job, so I can't get all too mad. In general, I don't think this is the best medium. I think there are better mediums like the 430U and, you know, even possibly the E50M. The 121 is quite strong after its buffs. So there are a lot of really solid mediums. I think the major reason this tank does so well is because of the mobility. It allows it to get from point A to point B very quickly, which is obviously super nice. But in general, I don't think the CS63 in my books would make it as the best performing medium. But it is, at least in terms of average win rate. And that brings us to the final vehicle for today's video, the Hori Type 3. This is a Tier 10 Japanese tank destroyer. And it's a vehicle that I am a little surprised is the #1 win rate tank. Like, I understand that it has an incredibly dangerous gun that deals 700 damage per shot, has great DPM, solid levels of accuracy. That all makes sense. But it's still really surprising to me that this vehicle is the #1. You'd think it would be something like the Minnow or even a heavy tank, but no, it's the Hori. So, rather interesting. You see all these people always complaining that heavies are the meta in World of Tanks, and yet tank destroyers and mediums are really the #1 and 2 position. Look at this. Let's see how long we have to scroll until we find a heavy. There you go, the E5s, the Foch, Bliskavica, 121 UDES, 268 version 4, E3 Minnow, 113 CS, and Hori are all ahead of heavies. And it really shows that heavy tanks are not the strongest performing vehicles. But the Hori is the #1, which, as I said, I'm rather surprised. We can see a little bit of a reason why, and that's because this tank has really good armor. Its upper plate is super troll. It's about 220 on flat, but because of the way it's angled, it's an auto ricochet if you're using just 7 degrees of gun depression, which it has. Its turret, or not its turret, but its superstructure is also very troll, as we can see. The whole tank is troll. And when you pair the troll armor with a gun that does not care about your feelings, it's pretty easy to understand where the Hori gets its capabilities from. It's just a super dangerous tank to fight. Now, we are on El Hoof, which is a map that I really don't know how to use tank destroyers on. I'm going to be honest. I've really only used light tanks on this map, so we're going to find out how this works. I think this camo looks absolutely sick on this tank, though. What do you guys think? I absolutely love this camo. So, I mean, I could make my way to overlook the valley, or I could head over towards the ruins. I think we're probably going to sit somewhere overlooking the valley, though. That's probably the best play. I think early game, I'm going to put myself in a early crossing shot there, you know, across the map into this area over here. Also, let me change my camera. I forgot to do that for the CS game, but that'll help you guys. But yeah, what I'm thinking of doing early game is, well, I'm hoping that our team gets some spots here, but I'm going to try and look right at the crossing here and maybe get a shell out. We don't really have anybody spawning. Oh no, we got TVPs and stuff. What's the shell velocity on this tank? 980 and 1150. Well, let's load gold if our shell velocity is quite a bit better. However, it does not look like... Oh, wow. Well, the our team already lost a tank, which kind of sucks for our team, right? T100 LT's dead. That's not good. We can see the grill. I have a feeling that the Manticore is somewhere there, and that's not necessarily good for our team. But we do have the advantage, so I don't know. This is what I'm kind of talking about, though. On this map, I just feel like you don't get too many shots off in general because of the way it's designed. We're going to move up a bit. We're going to chill right here. Oh, we are spotted. Never mind. We're going to back out. Good news is that this tank has 19 reverse with my build, so we can very easily get out of any situation I may have placed myself in. But, as of now, not much is going on over on this flank of the map. We do have the grill spotted, however, there's no world where I would be able to hit that from where I am. So, I might just move on up over here and see if we can get some shells out into possibly the mediums or heavies. We'll see what we can do. We got our 4005 over here. And, well, let's keep on going. Across this opening's always a little sketch, but we should be fine here. Keep on going. No, they're pushing like one moment after we've decided to make our play. Alright, let's see. We have the 705, and is that 705 gonna poke? Well, he is, and there you go. Great example of the pen this vehicle features. The artillery is shooting at us. He does hit, but doesn't really do all too much. The 121 is out in the open, and I'm kind of hoping that we can shoot the 121. Let's hope. Aiming, and of course the artillery hits us. Well, unfortunate. Getting shot by artillery is still the most annoying thing in the game, and I don't care how many times people tell me it's not, it is. But let's reload. Unfortunately, we have longer reload, and this 5A is perfectly in our way, but there you go. Easy clear into the 121, so we still got the shot out. Pretty good. Pretty good stuff. Okay. Wow, that 4005 ruined that 5A's game right before anything was able to happen. Let's see if that 57 wants to poke it again. I mean, I can just wait right here. Oh, that 57's very close to poking it. We're just going to back up a bit. This tank obviously has pretty good reverse speed with our build, which is very important to have. I might just try and... Oh, 57's just going to drive out in the open. Well, see ya. There you go. Nice 435. Again, the reverse speed on this tank is great because of what I've done, and it allows us to get in and out of situations very quickly, which is really, really nice. We have the grill over here, and there you go. Nice 752 shot into the grill. Our U-100 gets the clear. We're up to 2,400 damage now, which is obviously quite good. We're going to back up from the 705. Now we're going to push up on the 705, and let's see if we can get a shell out into his tank. Oh, he bounces me, and there you go. You can also see the penetration on the Hori is a little stupid. Just the level of damage output it has is really dumb. Alright, let's just chill here, and let's aim it on the Centurion. Ow, he guts right through me. And rolls pretty high as well, but there's no world where I see that Centurion poking again, right? Well, he does poke, and he loses 660 of his health. We're already up to 4,000 damage. I mean, I've had the load gold this entire time to guarantee our pens, but we are still guaranteeing the pens, which is quite nice. That 705, ooh, and we got the Caro on our rear. Come on, E100. Oh, that sucks. That absolutely sucks. Okay, well, we are in an awful situation. Yep, see ya. I mean, I did a decent job here. I did 4,300 damage, and if you look at the HP, it's 1,500 to 9,600, so we weren't going to win this in any world, but I think you can get a good example of why the Hori is such a crazy vehicle. The gun is accurate, it just doesn't miss. And when you pair the fact of the gun not missing with the alpha damage of 700, the DPM it features, the armor is very troll on the Hori as we went over. It's just a really dangerous tank. And we actually could have done more. If we didn't get stunned by that already, we might have been able to hit that 121. We probably would have, and we would have killed him, but it doesn't really matter. This game was never, ever, ever going to be a win unless our team had been able to win the heavy flank over here. But as you saw, those Caros were able to just dominate, and because of that, our team fell apart a little bit. Well, let's take a look at the post-game results. I'm quite confident that we will have finished top on the team. We also picked up 3 kills out of the 5 our team got. So we really did put in a lot of work that battle. Let's take a look. Exiting game, and let's go over to the team score. Yeah, we did literally double the next highest. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. Come on, guys. It's not that hard to do 1 shot of damage. That's pretty sad. Oh, that's why the game was a steamroll. But there you have it. That is the top 3 performing vehicles in World of Tanks. I think that it is very understandable why the Hori and the 113 GFT are in the top spots, but I'm quite surprised to see the CS63 there. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. Let me know if you enjoyed today's video, and if you'd like to see more like it, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!